you.
All right, hey, listen. So, look, we often get emails from you viewers about authors or about musicians or about publicly traded companies, or and you want to hear us, interview actors and actresses and so on and so forth. Sometimes we get, authors as well.
And me.
Leslie Klein is the president and CEO of CCOM Satellite Systems. We had him on the air just a few weeks ago. Fantastic company. They trade on the TSX Venture Exchange under the stock symbol CMI, but they also trade here in the U.S. As a public company under CYSNF. Their website is c-comsat.com. In fact, I'll let him tell you. Leslie, thanks for taking the time and coming back with us today. Talk about CCOM. What do you guys do exactly?
Well, since we talked, we have started testing one of our new electronically steered phased array antennas, which I described on your show before. It's an antenna that ultimately will be required to track all the tens of thousands of satellites, low Earth orbit satellites that are going to be deployed. SpaceX has deployed over 1,000, and Telesat is going to put some up, and Amazon is another one that will be putting up multiple thousands of them. And they expect to have over 55,000 satellites circling the globe within the next 10 years. And an antenna that will track them has to change from the existing parabolic antennas that you see on our website to something like a printed circuit board that electronically scans the sky and connects to multiple satellites at the same time and delivers high-speed broadband into vehicles, planes, buses, trains, and ships.
Hey, Leslie, when you hear people say antenna technology is old technology. We had rabbit ears on our telephone, on our televisions back in the 50s. What do you say to those people that sort of default to the fact that they think that antenna technology is old technology?
Well, I would tell them, look at the cell phone, right? 20 years ago, you had a big box with a power supply you had to carry in both of your hands. And today you have something that fits into your pocket, and it does a hell of a lot more than just communicates, right? So the satellite antenna technology business is going to go through the exact same transformation. And you will see what's going to happen with all those new electronic antennas that will make it possible for you to connect connected cars. It will make it possible to have IoT, Internet of Things, and also connect to multiple thousands of satellites and make it possible ultimately to deliver internet connectivity to another 3.5 billion people on Earth that today have no connectivity whatsoever.
I think what's interesting here is this is not just a second and third world solution where you can bring Wi-Fi to places that don't exist yet, but this also could really affect countries like our very own here in the U.S., right, Leslie? And this is disruptive technology, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, SpaceX is spending billions. Amazon will be spending billions. Obviously, those guys must know something that the next big financial frontier, the next big huge opportunity is going to be in space. And in order to get all those satellites talking to each other and also to talk to the ground and back up, you need something new that will be able to connect to them. And electronically steered phased array antennas is the technology that will make it happen.
You know, I think what's interesting here also is, let's go back to that sort of second and third world country thing where you can provide Wi-Fi in areas that previously didn't have it. What does that do for your business? What does that do for these other countries? Because that's a pretty big deal, is it not? I mean, think about just telemedicine for one thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think we are also developing a very interesting higher frequency 6G type of connectivity with a number of companies in the US and in Europe. And those would be deployed on drones to connect to cell towers or to connect to cell users on the ground, skipping cell towers. So you can have a drone that will be communicating using one of these phased array antennas and getting down to the ground without the need of having a cell tower. So these drones are planned to be able to eliminate 300 to 400 cell towers.
Wow.
And be able to fly 2 to 3 months at the 20-kilometer height and deliver internet connectivity or cellular connectivity to people who have absolutely nothing today.
Fantastic.
That's
Leslie,
unbelievable.
It is. Leslie, you need to be coming back here. I hope you'll continue to come back on the show with us. I mean, it's really interesting to watch how this goes because could you imagine?
Yes, I'm imagining.
That's a real mesh network. You know what a mesh network is? It meshes together.
Yeah, meshes together like that.
exactly, yeah.
Because I need a
Nailed it,
drone
Russ.
for my Cabo getaway.
Oh,
I'll
see,
be in the
once
middle of
again,
nowhere.
Russ is taking
Just saying, I love
advantage
drones.
of
They're
the
fun to
potential of a guest to come on the air to fulfill his own needs.
Oh, we get samples. I'm just saying.
A sample.
Samples,
Satellite sample.
Fish.
I need a satellite sample.
Just drive the drone down here and park it, and I'll mail me the controller.
Maybe if they drive it down there in a trailer,
Yeah.
maybe there's a little spot in the
Where I could
trailer
sleep.
where you can sleep.
Bob, I love how you're thinking.
I know you do.